California, MLB Network has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's.
Now,
Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after
Oakland
this.
Athletics.
Paul Blackburn is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Now to the plate here is David Fletcher, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, Dero. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. He's not producing at the plate like people expect him to. I don't know if it's the pressure or if it's just baseball. Sometimes you go through struggles. Maybe today is the day he breaks out of it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. John Jay is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now here's the first offering. Hard liner to center field. Laureano able to track it down for the 3rd out. Angels go down 1-2-3. Angels nothing, A's coming to bat. We're back after this on MLB Network. Felix Pena will be on the mound for Game 4. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
So Elvis Andrews the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes now to Andrews. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win Game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win Game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on. Can we be honest here? That was a terrible pitch. That was right over the heart of the plate. 2 strikes on the guy. He is lucky he's getting this pitch back.
And there's 1 away.
Batting second. The second
Time now
baseman.
for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you know one thing. You have to be careful with Mitch Moreland. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Now 1 down with the bases empty. And up next, the switch-hitting Stanford product, Jed Lowry. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a flare down the line. Here comes Upton. He can't get there as it falls in. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's his second triple this season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Chopped weakly to the left. Looking at his career totals, Chapman brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Lowry takes his lead at third with 1 away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. High in the air down the right field line. Fowler on the run. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Matt Olson's at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Ripped to second base. Scooped up. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. I'll give the enthusiasm a 10, the dancing a 4. No shame, and you got to love it. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon.
First pitch on its way. Line hard to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Justin Upton the next to hit. Back up the middle. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Albert now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Here it comes, 1-0.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Now Pujols smacks one to left. Lots of carry on this one. Into the concrete staircases and gone. Albert Pujols, a two-run shot. Fourth home run for him on the season, and the Angels move ahead here. It's 2-1.
Man, I love that AB right there. He rushed him in with the pitch before. You would think maybe he would leak a little bit, cheat to the inside half of the plate. Not the case. Kept his shoulder square, stayed on that pitch middle away, and was able to drive it out of the yard.
Here's Dexter Fowler now.
The right fielder, number 34.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and an even 20 RBIs. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-1 Angels. Stepping up is Ramon Laureano, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the right.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting 6. The designated hitter.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense.
Moreland.
And I'm locking in today on defensive extraordinaire David Fletcher. This is a guy that can beat you on the defensive side. He's got great hands, quick feet, great reaction time, loves turning the double play. They love having him out there.
At the plate now, Mitch Moreland. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 10 home runs and 25 driven in. Here comes the 0-1. Smoke toward the hole. He's got it. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Batting 7.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the ever-versatile Chad Pinder. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1 for count.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. A's are gone in order. They still trail it here 2-1. And now for the Angels, Max Stassi, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Max Stassi.
First pitch on its way. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Stassi is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty on his horse, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
The batter number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
Next to dig in, David Fletcher. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. On a line, that's a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
In now is John Jay. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set and the 0-1. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman, and he will hustle back to first as he thinks better of trying to move up.
Center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fletcher is off at first with 2 away. A swing and a drive out toward the gap. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone! A 2-run shot time for Mike Trout, number 28 on the season, and the Angels have opened it up to 4-1.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
In now is Anthony Rendon. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Piscotty's there for it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. The Angels lead it here 4-1.
The Athletics due to hit here in the third. They're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being high, he's seeing a lot of development, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone just 2 for 13. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. 1-1 the count. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Here's another 0-2. Hard liner to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Andrews.
Here's Elvis Andrews now. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Next, it'll be Jed Lowry as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there. But that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
Swing and a miss, and Lowry's a strikeout victim here. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
He hit a sac fly earlier. Bounce to first. Pujols has it. Throw won't get him. Now it'll be Matt Olson, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away, and he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the corner and slicing Fowler.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eyes light up when that popped out of the pitcher's hands, and he just hooked it foul.
Fowler is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A's threaten, but leave them loaded. They trail it 4-1. Striding in is Justin Upton. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This is an add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Liner towards second. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. Around second now and headed for third. The relay. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. To the plate now, Albert Pujols. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Grounded back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. Now the first pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Piscotty's on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Angels are gone in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Ramon Laureano.
Number 22.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Trout has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH.
Moreland.
Mitch Moreland grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB on its way. Four to 1 our score as we play inning number 4. Now a swing and a fly ball, but it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Reined in. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Chad.
Striding in for Oakland, Chad Pinder. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2-1.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
Here now the 2-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Pinder settles under it, and there's 1 gone.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Max Stassi. As he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, David Fletcher. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Line drive to left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. Angels are out in front, 4-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Leading off for the A's.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty, the next to hit. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the 1st inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
1 out, bases empty, and that'll bring up Sean Murphy. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit, possibly more than that. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Aaron Slagers, the tall right-handed reliever, takes over pitching duties out of the bullpen now. Here it comes now to Andrus. Elvis Andrews is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Again, another foul ball. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
3-0 to him now.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
There's ball 4.
The batter, the 3rd baseman, Matt.
So that brings the 0-10 Matt Chapman. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped him up. Stassi is there. And he makes the play to end the inning. A's strand a couple. They trail it 4-1. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and striding forward the designated hitter, John Jay. First pitch on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Lowry onto the grass. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So one gone in the inning, and here's the always dangerous center fielder, Mike Trout. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. A ball that's carrying, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit. And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. And he'll reach second now with one away.
The left fielder, number 10, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Rendon leads off second with one gone in the inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled off. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 0-2 coming. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Albert Pujols will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. One strike to Pujols. Line drive to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but we'll get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
The windup and the 0-1. And another foul ball. next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
The batter, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Another one sent foul. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
1 there on to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the 1.
The left fielder, number 4, Chad Pinder.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Out in front of it, strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out with a man at first. Hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They're down here 5-1. Seventh inning ready to roll. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Dexter Fowler.
Number 34, Dexter Fowler.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. And he pops it up back behind second base. And Andrus will take this one in with 2 hands for the first out.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
So next to hit is Jose Iglesias. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's gone 2 for 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a flare out to left center. Andrus calls for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The catcher, number 33, Max Stassi.
Now to the plate, Max Stassi. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a bounce.
For Oakland, the catcher,
Next up for the A's, Sean Murphy. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Behind. Standing in now, Elvis Andrews. Ball one to start the at-bat. Murphy, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. This is fought off foul over to the right side. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Has a look, now the pitch. Popped him up. Rendon over to his right. And that's the second out of the inning.
the batter, number 8, second baseman.
Up next, Jed Lowry. It was a walk in his last trip. And now the first pitch. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Next to hit, Matt Chapman. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2. But to this guy?
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And he fouls this one off. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Number 10 for him on the year, as we are all tied at 5.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Alex Claudio takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Into the box now, Ramon Laureano. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and that's gone. They've taken the lead on back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to left, 6th home run on the season for him, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5. Stepping in now, Mitch Moreland, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, he's 2 for 4.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Here comes the 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Just hung in there on that one.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the A's 6 and the Halos 5. Trevor Rosenthal has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. David Fletcher is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first offering as he grounds one briskly to short, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Into the box, John Jay drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up, and now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second.
He tried the surprise attack there with the bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Now at the plate is Mike Trout, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Long throw to the plate. And the tying run comes around to score from second. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
At the plate, Anthony Rendon. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Justin Upton. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are all even at 6 apiece. And now, Chad Pinder. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, a handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6. And there's one down now.
Up next for Oakland, the right fielder.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The next 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Trout. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Sean.
So now to the plate, Sean Murphy. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Andrews.
Next up is Elvis Andrews. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's a sinker that stays up. 1 ball, no strikes. Hot shot down the line. And that finds a seam for extra bases as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. Murphy ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when...
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Angels, and this is now a 7-6 ball. Jake Diekman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Now into the box, Albert Pujols. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 0-1 on its way. On the ground to third. Chapman brings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in next, Dexter Fowler. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. First delivery to him. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Piscotty is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Stepping in next, Jose Iglesias flew out last time up. And now the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
So now to the plate, Max Stassi, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
On, he pops it up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. The A's came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Trevor Rosenthal gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Jake Diekman hammers down the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Angels, 6 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.